Coming to you live from the Stutzman Sports Complex at the Kenny Wiest Band Camp, where if anyone's interested and you have a dog whose anus needs to be shaved and cleaned, you can call Kenny. It's Sports Allegedly.
Welcome. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this episode of Sports, Not Dog Grooming Tips. My name's Kenny. Sean's to my right. Thanks for joining us for this.
Also, if you need the dog disciplined.
This late night episode of Sports Allegedly.
You peed!
We're on Thursday. We'll give you a few updates real quick
we got a busy weekend.
Live. We're doing it on Thursday, and we're actually during the game. Eagles and Giants playing right now. Sean, what do we got on update? Is it still 27-17?
Yes.
27-17, Giants currently upsetting the Eagles, who are complete trash, is what I feel about them right now. Complete trash, Eagles. Also, updating scores for you. You're just joining the sports scores. Phillies.
What are you looking for?
Phillies lost.
You want to
they
start
blew
with some
it.
baseball and play?
Well, I don't want to start. We'll start because if we have our 3 or 4 viewers, they're going to be already out if we start with baseball. Dodgers improved to win tonight in 11, so 2-1. So Dodgers move on, and currently Cubs up 3-0 on the Brewers. That's game 4. So that if the Cubs win, that would be a tie for them.
Force game 5.
Yes, force game 5. And then we've got Tigers tomorrow, game 5 against Mariners. Blue Jays. And why am I just missing the other one? Blue Jays and
Yankees.
Blue Jays beat the Yankees, and then who else advanced? Why am I missing the other American League?
Oh, here we are. It's Mariners Tigers.
Oh, no, the other American League team.
That's it. Kenny.
Oh, yeah.
Toronto advanced.
Yes, that's who we're waiting on. Sorry. I knew there was.
I'm sorry, but apparently the dog mess really has Kenny off tonight.
No, I forgot. No, they were. It was interesting because whoever advances, even out of the Mariners and Tigers and Blue Jays, it's been forever. And I think the Blue Jays were 93. I think Mariners never have been to a World Series.
I don't think they have.
And Detroit was in the they were early 2000s, I think.
Let's see.
So, yeah, that was it. That was interesting to talk about. But, no. So we watched a little baseball tonight.
We did. Well, we had to. It was extra innings. We just watched the Phillies just blow it. What was that last play? All you had to do was pick the ball up and throw it to first.
Bases loaded, it bounced, kind of a bad bounce hop to him. It was unfortunate, but he still had time, and he panicked and threw it home and overthrew his pitcher. And it's like, oh, God.
Well, he didn't overthrow his catcher.
Catcher, I meant.
Pitcher overthrew it wide left of the catcher.
All right. Southern Miss beating Georgia Southern on 28-7. Sam Houston. 0-5 Sam Houston beating Jacksonville State 21-17.
Is Kennesaw State still winning?
Kennesaw State did beat Louisiana Tech. Both those teams are 4-2.
Wow.
Thunder currently up by 4 with 4 minutes left in preseason.
I think the Bulls are up 92 to something over Cleveland.
And the other big game tonight is Tulane in East Carolina. Currently Tulane with a small lead, 19-16. East Carolina has the ball.
Oh, Tulane come back?
Yeah, didn't come back. They just scored to take the lead. So let's go ahead and make them.
They came back.
There's about 10 minutes left in the fourth there. So, all right, let's move on. Let's talk. I mean, obviously, we're going to recap, or not recap. We're going to talk about OU Texas. Big news for Sooner fans today. But probably should start with Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State 1-4, hosting Houston this week. We will be there for that game.
Yeah, Mariners are 0-0.
Yeah, they've never been. We'll be there in Stillwater this week for that game. We haven't been in a while, and we'd plan on going. Plan on going anyway, but didn't realize they were going to be this shitty. Because I honestly don't think OSU wins another game this year. I mean, I don't see it. I don't. It's unfortunate.
I mean, they may have a chance against. Who's the worst team besides them?
No one. I don't think there is a worse team. Is
there?
There's
one. West Virginia.
Oh, that's possible because Cincinnati comes next week to them. They go to Tech, go to Kansas. Kansas State comes to them. UCF. Oh, they don't play West Virginia, and then Iowa State.
Oh, yeah, it's done.
It's done.
Another winless season for the Pistols misfiring.
In Big 12 play, they'll have that big win against.
Was that their only win?
It was UT Martin. Their big win against UT Martin.
Yeah, because if everybody remembers, the Tulsa game was really what got you fired.
So, news coming out of Stillwater, not much. Obviously, transfers are just dropping left and right. One thing that, you got to think about a little bit.
When I had to send you the new rules for transferring.
Yeah, we could talk. Once you pull this up, Sean, while I'm talking about I think it's just a little bit odd that we have all these graphics getting put together by schools for kids leaving the school. I don't think they're doing those graphics. It can't be. They make some big presentation and OSU likes it or shares it or whatever, and it's like, why don't we just let them go? I mean, I know what they're doing it. They're trying to get attention from other schools by leaving. I don't know.
I just don't understand the cute time pictures.
No, I don't either. I said just leave. Just.
I know for a lot of these guys, it's a way to say thank you for playing, but.
Well, isn't it all though? Thank you. I've had the greatest time here. With that being said, I'm heading off to find greener pastures for me and my family.
And who's doing the pictures? Are they having?
That's what I'm saying. Who's doing the graphics?
Are they having the school?
I don't know.
The school do the pictures? Not now, CBS Sports.
All right, let's talk about talk about the new rules that are going into effect for 2026.
So right, this happened on Tuesday. So the two significant changes to the transfer portal, shrinking the amount of time granted to athletes to declare their intention to pursue a transfer, and finalizing the modification brought forth last month by the FBS Oversight Committee.
Yes.
The college football transfer portal will now have just one window, and the rules for your coach being fired have changed as well.
Correct.
So the second alteration pertains. If anybody wonders, they're just doing the fall transfer portal, or the winter. Is that what it is? Like the December?
Yeah. Well, see, the currently allows players at the end of the transfer during that 30-day window that after their coach
so it's
leaves
going to run
fired.
From January 2nd to the 16th.
So that's shortened to 15 days, and it begins 5 days after. I said it's shortened to 15 days. But it begins, that's the kicker, it begins after the new coach is hired or fired.
Oh, I was talking about the transfer portal itself.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was just saying, so that transfer window is now January 2nd to the 16th, and it will be extended for students that are in teams that are in the playoff. Players' participation in a postseason game on or after January 12th will have the opportunity to start the transfer process during a 5-day period that begins the day after their final postseason game. Now, the coaching rules were, if your coach got fired, you could go ahead and enter. Now, you couldn't transfer to the new team and play. You had like red shirt or whatever you could do. But I think you could still stay. You could enter the transfer portal and stay with your team. I don't remember how that went.
Well, and I think before it was just so dated. I mean, this is the date you're going to do it. Now what they're going to allow is, okay, so if this start begins 5 days after your team actually ends its season, not just a specific day.
Right.
Because it was getting into teams that had playoff. They were still in the playoffs.
So the playoff teams have an extended period, whereas those that do not have an extended period are from the 2nd to the 16th.
That's correct.
So that's their window.
Because then that starts 5 days after. If whatever day that your last day is, and then that rule then kicks in.
Yeah, if you want to move on, then you have the 5 days after your postseason game ends.
Yes, that's correct. So it helps them. I mean, and it does. And I don't know. You think about it. Does it give the advantage of that team to be looking at the other teams that wasn't in the playoffs players to get picked and pick, or is it disadvantaged because they're not being able to bring those players in longer?
Well, and the coaches were more concerned about the spring transfer portal because
that one's great. It's gone
because they got tired of students transferring after they had already participated in spring ball.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's good that it's gone. They're gone.
So it's better to just have this one that's after the postseason, because you had kids that were transferring before they even went to their bowl game.
Correct.
And that was really pissing coaches off. And fans.
That was the late one, though. Think about the spring one, which was even tougher.
Well,
they went through all that.
Right, went through all the participation, went through all the practices, and then you're like, oh, I'm done. I'm going to go over here.
Correct.
So what it does now is it just simplifies it to, once the bowl game's over, you can transfer.
Well, it made everybody weird in spring games, too. They're like, I'm not going to play my best player, my youngsters. Because then teams will be like, hey, I like number 7. I don't even know his name, but he played at Alabama, and he's a freshman. Let's see if
hopefully
we can pay him some money to get online.
Hopefully it cuts down on tampering as well.
Maybe.
I'm just saying, at least for the new kids that are there, it's going to cut down on the tampering. Now, I'm not going to guarantee that after the season there won't be coaches or agents contacting players and saying, hey, come here, we can pay you this much money.
Well, yeah, that's always going to be it. Yeah.
And what happens to the contract that you have on the kid who's leaving? I've never looked into that.
Oh. 4th and goal now for East Carolina. They just was at the 3rd and goal at the 1 and lost yardage. Yay, Tulane. Look at you go. Probably will kick it. No. Probably kick it. No, it's just the big college game of the night I'm keeping up with since we're into sports. We do sports radio on a podcast, so we got to keep up with those.
That's not it. You're lying.
1916.
You're covered in lies.
East Carolina probably going for the field goal. All right.
Tomorrow night's the big night.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so the second alteration will pertain to coaching.
Yes.
If you let me get to that now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I kind of highlight.
So the original one was coaches. Once coach is fired, student could transfer. I think even position coach, I believe, if the position coach got fired, you could transfer. Now you have to wait till after the new coach is hired or announced.
5 days.
And then you have 5 days to transfer after that, which gives the coach time to meet with the players.
Well, now that might sound funny. What he meant by saying you got 5 days starting. You can't. I mean, you got a bigger window to decide.
No, it's just 5 days.
No, it's a minimum. You have to wait 5 days, and then that portal opens up for like 2 weeks or something.
No.
Yes.
It's shortened 15.
Yeah, it's shortened to 15 days.
Oh,
it
shortened to
begins
15.
5
okay.
days after the
so
new
the
coach
30-day
is
window. Now
Yeah.
they've got 15 days.
So I'm saying you still got time. You don't have to decide in 5 days, but your minimum to decide is 5 days.
Yeah, and don't listen to your dad like Caleb Williams.
Or Nico.
Or Nico.
Which, I mean, Nico did have a great game last week. And
Oh, man.
Player
How
of
did
the
that
year,
sneak
blah, blah,
out?
blah, blah, and that's great.
Greatest quarterback in California right now.
Exactly. All right. Well, we
So
talked about,
and the thing is that everybody whose coaches are fired this year are already grandfathered in.
yeah, so Oklahoma State, Arkansas, UCLA, Virginia Tech. I think that's it. Yeah. Those you still, and that's why you see, and that's what brought this up, is we're talking about all the Oklahoma State transfers.
Yeah, because there's a kid that just jumped in.
So once they're now official,
last week,
which they haven't officially voted on, I think they said next Wednesday, or was that Wednesday of this week?
This was 2 days ago.
No, and they said they had a final meeting. Oh, excuse me.
Will be finalized after the committee concludes its meeting on Wednesday. So that's yesterday.
Correct.
So we won't hear about that until next week
Correct.
or into this week. You know.
Yeah. I think that. I think with that story being there,
I like it better. I like both issues better. Well, one, the kid can still play because all these kids were not able to go transfer to a new school and just play immediately. I think there was a special rule for some that could, but I believe that they either had to use a red shirt or they could enter classes. But anyways, they weren't allowed to go play in any games. So this makes it a lot better.
Yeah. No, I agree. It seems kind of silly. I don't really get the point of leaving now. What you're going to do, for that team. So, okay, all right.
Hold on, there's a thing here. It says billionaire booster and conference commissions at odds.
New article.
What is this? One of the more vocally and potentially powerful boosters in college sports lashed out at conference commissioners for stymieing changes he thinks could save the rapidly changing industry. And then commissioners countered with one of them saying the boosters' views reflect a fundamental misunderstanding of the realities of college athletics. All right, so it's Texas Tech's billionaire.
Yeah, Mr. Campbell. And there's no secret or no surprise that Tech is rolling in nil right now, and they're getting every player that they want down there, it seems like, except the young man that stayed or committed to Oklahoma. He claims he took a a smaller bag at Oklahoma.
Oh, that's fun. I mean, but the kid's going to be able to learn more. He's going to be able to play and think about draft stock.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, but you think about it, though. I mean, it's easy to get in the playoffs if you're in the Big 12. Easier. Easier. Yes. So.
I'm Cody Campbell. Says the pooling of college TV rights could feed additional billions into school coffers. So that was another thing because the Big Ten are trying to do private equity, I believe.
Yes, that's coming.
And why do you need more money and more money?
Well, I think, and he is not, this Pals guy is not wrong by the comment. Come back down, Sean. If you just the one thing that the biggest takeaway I got. I have not read. This is a new thing that I'm just.
Yeah, this is brand new to both of us.
But go up just up a little bit, talking about what the commissioners do.
Here you want to bump?
No, up. Keep going up. Right there. He talked about. Go up a little more. Hell, just go to the top. By golly. No, but he said.
Okay, I'm at the top.
Okay. He said,
talking
about pooling that, he said, but the commissioners don't really care what happens at the institutional level. All they care about is what happens to them. And that's that is the problem. Because conferences are, and this is so very true, represented by commissioners who are very, very self-interested.
And
how many conferences have we seen be able to combine, and you've got two heads not wanting to lose a big job, that's got retirement and perks and all this other stuff.
The Pac-12, we saw all that go down.
Yeah, and they're still trying to make shit up with Mountain West and just Pacific Coastal Carolina University of the Blind.
It's not just going to be the Pacific Coast State schools. That's what it's going to call it. There's 7 teams in now, and they all have state at the end of their name.
Yeah, and generally, what's that tell you?
Oh, I don't know that Oklahoma State belongs there. If you have Kennesaw State, they could probably go there.
Well, no, I mean, you got Texas State, Dallas Baptist for baseball.
Well, yeah, but I'm
Boise,
talking about just
Colorado
football.
State, and then that's 5. So
San Diego State.
Utah State, Fresno State, San Diego, Boise State, Colorado State.
Right.
They're joining in 26, and then you stay
with Oregon State. That's what I'm saying. They're all state schools.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not looking at Dallas Baptist in baseball, but I'm looking at the regular schools that are there are all state schools.
Oh, no, I agree with that. But, I mean, it's who's it's just...
I'm thinking Idaho State needs to go there. The Vandals. What is wrong?
Who else is... I was just score update, 1919.
So, anyways, and the Pac-12 was a perfect example of a commissioner not caring, and I would say the ACC's commissioner. But if you look at Yormark, the Big Ten commissioner, and the SEC commissioners, they actually do care about the institutions at the institutional level.
Well, I think so. One thing that they're talking about is there's a senator in Washington, and she wants to rewrite the '60s law that would lift a restriction. I'm reading this from an article from CBS Sports that would lift a restriction on college conferences from combining to sell their TV rights together. So essentially, they know if you sell them together, it's. Oh, this is ESPN. Sorry, ESPN. We flip back.
Yeah,
Credit to ESPN, not CBS. We want to give credit where credit's due, damn it. Because I had never seen this story, but
I just popped up.
But they know that it would probably give up more money, but they don't want to give up the media rights because they control it. See, that's the deal.
No, I get that the commissioners or
because they get the money.
The conference,
yes,
controls.
They get the money
and
directly.
Then
they disperse
the
it.
out.
That's exactly right. Where universities can go together.
Aren't they also
Texas done it already?
Aren't they also trying to cap the amount that the schools can pay?
I haven't heard that.
I swear that they were trying to cap to make it fair across the board.
Now, are you talking about nil money, or are you just talking about?
Yeah.
Well, I think that is going to be a thing that moves down the road, but I don't think it has anything to do.
So Texas did try initially, and what they got the Longhorn Network that nobody ever watched.
Yes, and ESPN paid for that, and paid deeply, and then laid off people deeply later.
Yes. And was OU involved in the lawsuit to initially try to get the grant of rights so they could choose how to sell their media?
I don't remember if they were initially.
OU in Georgia.
possible.
But this was like 2 years
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
So, well, that's the big breaking news that happened today. Nobody cares about the score. I'm not reading all this trash. It's too many words.
No. It's just interesting to see that the big booster, and he knows because he's got skin in the game now. I mean, he's got game, and he's making the game
He's got
different.
no skin in the game. He just wants a stadium named after him or a field.
There you go. I mean,
name something after me.
That's what you
I
want.
got money.
That's what you want. All right. Also, but thoughts, Sean, on Houston is coming off a loss. I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah, but that was a close loss, wasn't it?
Yeah, they lost to.
Wasn't that recent?
Yeah, last week.
Who did they lose to? Utah?
No, they got killed. Never by Tech. Never mind. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Tech killed them, which was a little bit of a surprise for us.
Just a bit.
To us.
What, the killing or the?
Just how bad it was.
Mm.
Okay. But, it's probably going to be 3-4 touchdown win. I mean,
Shame Houston.
It is what it is.
Look at Kennesaw State coming up.
Yeah, we talked about that. They won already. 35-7.
Look at Missouri State.
A little bit of a comeback win. Bobby Petrino's son is coaching there.
Is he?
And first conference win for him. And then he turns around, and Derek Mason actually coaches for Middle Tennessee State, former OSU defensive coordinator.
So what are we going to go with? OU first? You want to just jump right into the Red River shootout? Yeah, I'm not calling it the rivalry.
Good news.
Screw you, ESPN.
Good
it's
news.
A shootout. Mateer has been moved from doubtful to probable.
Yes, come out for the injury report for the SEC mandatory, and Mateer was moved up to probable, which
it means he's cleared to play.
Surprises.
But doesn't mean that he will play.
Correct. Surprises me because it could be gamemanship either way.
What?
Gamemanship.
Oh, gamemanship.
Would you, if he wasn't going to play, would you put him that he is probable, and then they're going to plan for him, and then you got Michael Hawkins? I mean, I don't know. Is it that much? Are we looking way too much into it? Probably so.
So, the matchup predictor still has Texas at 60%, and I think Jeff, for some reason, your brother, just now realized that today, and I was like, it's been that way all week, Bubba.
Keontae Lewis, though, good news for him, wide receiver that ran into the wall. Questionable. So that means his injury.
I saw that OU was going to pad the walls now.
And they are putting pads on the walls. So.
I don't know why they didn't start doing that sooner.
Well, yeah. I've just never seen a ball overthrown that much. The guy still went for it and then got tackled on top of that. You know what I mean? It was out.
It's happened at Alabama. It's happened at...
No, I'm talking about at OU.
It happened at OU one year. We had a guy run square. Well, it might have been an opposing player run square into the wall.
You look at OSU Stadium. Their walls are really close on the sideline, so you see that pretty often.
And I would have expected them to start moving the walls back to give more space. I mean, we saw the walls there in Kansas. I mean, we were right there. Like at any point, a player could have came right to the sideline and got right into the stadium.
Yeah.
Because there's no real wall to it.
Yeah.
But they are that short and that close. Now, the spread for the OU Longhorns game has, or not the spread, but the...
has that stayed the same?
The opening, sure. Well, it started at 2.5. Now it's gone to 1.5, Texas. So with the Mateer news, it looks like it's dropped a point.
Okay.
Now, the over-under is 42.5. Which actually just moved up to 45.5 with Mateer's news. So we are looking at betting looking like they are expecting Mateer to play.
Yes. Well, and we talked about that, and how
the hell has Ole Miss played 3 conference games already? Sorry,
probably an early one. Back to Houston, Oklahoma State, 14.5. I think that stayed pretty consistent as far as
I don't think there's any change.
Oklahoma State and Houston.
So what are we looking at?
So but see, FanDuel has Oklahoma right now. FanDuel's got them at Oklahoma as a 1.5 point favorite tonight.
Okay, so their betting has already changed.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got? What are you looking for in this game? What do you? I know that we're all scared that Texas is just going to come out and romp.
Well, the one thing I don't want is Arch Manning to be the story of coming around and this is his golden game and blah, 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 blah. Well, no, I'm talking about doing well. We want the story to get...
No matter what he does, the story is always...
As an OU fan, you want to keep that story in the downward trough, But I think everybody's riding him a little hard anyway. I mean, I don't think he's as good as everybody thought he was, but I don't think he's bad. You know what I mean? I think, at 100.
I joined Jackson Arnold.
Had 130 teams, probably what? 100 of them would take Arch over what they got, maybe a little less, but I think coaching is an issue there. I think the program, as far as just their culture, is an issue there. I think the more and more you start paying these players and you can't contain them and they become divas, that's going to be an issue there.
There was a joke made last night about Sarkisian and Kiffin and what they were doing at USC.
About the monkey, or was that no?
Drinking?
Oh.
Well, I guess it's a monkey that was on one of their backs.
For sure. You want to update real quick as we get into this, the Eagles score?
No, I'm going to look at Cetaphil because I need my skin.
So we're going to update you real quick before we get.
I need my skin moisturized.
Still 19-19 Tulane. Minute 55 left in that game.
We are still looking at a 27-17 game. Philly been held out of the end zone for all of the third quarter. And it looks like he's going to be held out for the fourth quarter.
Well, I mean, like I told you all, and I've said this before
about
Jalen Hurts. I just listen. If you play, if Jalen Hurts does not play well from behind, he can't throw the ball to win the game.
Oh, he overthrew his wide receiver.
I mean, it is a problem, and everybody just keeps overlooking it. Oh, he's got great class, and he's a leader, and he's just not a rah-rah guy. Okay, great. That's great. I think he is one of the greatest of those. He's just not a good passer. He never really has been. And
it's intercepted.
So, who intercepted? Oh, you mean Jalen Hurts threw an interception? You don't say.
What is happening?
Something Italian.
I don't want
We're talking breakfast.
Stupid fucking commercials. That's supposed to be turned off. Oh, okay.
And as I was talking about Hurts tonight, Thursday night, he threw a pick. So
okay, why does it? I went to settings and it wants me.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It wants me to go ahead and just start betting.
Let's bet. What are we betting? That he throws another one?
Why is that the settings? ESPN, you dumb dicks. Yeah, it's not supposed to auto start, and it auto started.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about.
But I don't care about their videos. You understand?
People listening don't care about you bitching about their videos.
Oh, you bitch about everything. You bitch about.
I'm right. I bitch about.
You
sports.
bitch about dog squirt on your floor.
Not on this show. Not on this show. That's my other podcast. Join me at different hours. Kenny and Dog Life. No, just kidding. All right,
take all the computers.
Let's get back. Let's get back to OU. No, I think the thing I'm looking for mostly is I want to really see how Oklahoma's offensive line, who I think is the weakest position on the field, is. And I say the weakest. There's another one close that I'll talk about that no one is really talking about. But let's talk about the OU O-line.
Secondary?
Yeah, the secondary.
Yeah,
but that'd be
that
second.
for years.
But they've gotten better. But there's big gaps at times. And that's why it's so important that our front seven just kills it.
I watched that Jackson Arnold.
No, I mean, yes, that's a perfect. Now, Cam Coleman, Gilroy's on him one-on-one. I have no problem Cam Coleman beating him for 3 catches, dude. It was only 3. They were deep, but there was just 3.
But still.
And Jackson Arnold probably missed a couple himself.
Not being able to get to Jackson Arnold early and him being able to throw the long ball, that did kind of hurt us. So, and that's what I don't want to happen in this game. I do not. We need to get to him early and often. We need to get Arch. The defense does early and often.
I think that's going to happen.
Shut down the passing and just shut down their running and just shut them down.
No, see, the over-under you said was 40. Now it's 45. I'd be leaning towards the under. I liked 42 at one time. 42
and a half. 42 and a half was the open.
Yeah, so that's an open. See, I like that because I think there's going to be a couple defensive touchdowns in this game, and I hope it's both for OU. Because I like Texas defense. I think Texas defense is going to be the second best defense we play all year. Number 1 being Auburn's. It's not Alabama. It's not Missouri. It's not Ole Miss. I think Auburn's got one of the best defenses in the SEC, and we've already played them. Auburn's problem is they don't have an offense. They have our last year's quarterback is not as good. We've improved. I think everybody can state that.
He's improved.
He has improved too, but I think for us, every OU fan's going to go, yeah, I'll take John over Jackson. Just for skill alone. And of course, he was more experienced, no doubt. John had a couple years.
Face.
Yeah,
Jackson on his face.
So 42 now. It's at 45 because they think Mateer's going to play. That bumps it up 3 points. Does Mateer just give them 3 more points? I don't know. But like I said, my key is what the offensive line for Oklahoma does against that Texas defensive line. I think it's the strength of Texas defensive line, the front seven, just like our front seven. They're going to be very aggressive. It's going to be loud. It's going to be temperature's going to be up, so it's going to be conditioning. And I think our offensive line has not shown at all this year that we can have a ground game. We've had injuries.
I did in Temple.
But it's Temple. I mean,
I'm aware.
And so if it would have made you feel better if they had something against Auburn, I don't think Temple's the worst team. Kent State we had a little bit better, but Kent State's worse than Temple, but Auburn was nothing. But like I said, that's one of the best defenses. So what we need to do is we need to establish the run, but don't just be headstrong about it.
Don't commit to it.
Just if it's not working, do something else. Because we can't just keep getting 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8. The defense will kill us. You get out there, you run fast, and John Mateer's going to have to run.
And you run hard.
And that's the key thing, I think. And the second thing is secondary. Do not give up big plays to Arch Manning. If you keep his confidence level down, he is going to struggle. That front seven's going to be after him. Do not let him make those big passes.
You've got to keep him mentally off.
That's exactly right. Because what it does is it changes their coach's mental game plan of how they call plays.
Who's their backup quarterback?
It doesn't matter. He's not going to play. But it changes how Sarkisian calls a game.
We've seen it happen before where the starting quarterback for Texas gets pulled.
Oh, Arch is not getting pulled.
But you remember
it's kind of like the Gwen Ewers.
You remember when they threw Vince Young in and he got slaughtered?
Yeah, but Vince was a generational talent in college. Look at him now. They knew what they were getting.
He's a chaplain.
I said in college he was a generational talent. In college.
Yeah, but they threw him to the wolves
because they knew what he had.
OU took him to task.
And he beat us not the next year, but the next 2 years after that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, it's I wouldn't put it past Texas to throw
no, because that hurts the money. You see, it's a money game. Arch makes too much money to get pulled.
He's going $6 million.
He's going to be
on the bench.
He's going to be the hero at some point this year, and it just doesn't need to be this game.
Oh, no.
It doesn't need to be this game.
Oh no.
So, oh yeah, that game's over.
Did Scatterbo get another touchdown?
Currently, yeah. Why did you? Currently, Tulane right now, 19-19, tied with East Carolina. They are 1st and goal on the 4 for ECU. Minute 8 left. Maybe
I figured that there was a better run defense in Philly.
No, listen, Jalen Hurts ain't any good, folks.
I said run defense
Doesn't
in
matter.
Philly.
It's just one of listen.
It has nothing to do with the quarterback.
And I don't want to hear Cowherd tomorrow.
That has nothing to do with the quarterback.
I don't want to hear Cowherd tomorrow, and that's what's great. Is he loves Hurts and he loves their coach. Watch him swap on this.
The reason why I did not play Scatterbo was because I expected them to have a better run defense.
No, because everyone has this idea that the Eagles are still really good.
What are you talking? I'm talking about the defense, the run defense. That's just it. That's what I was looking at. I wasn't looking at their secondary.
No, nothing about the Eagles is good. That's what I'm saying.
At their offense. I didn't give a shit.
They're a team in shambles.
At Scatterbo versus the run defense.
Of the Eagles, who I'm saying is not that good overall.
Oh, you're going overall. I'm just talking about the run defense.
I'm saying overall, and the run defense is part of overall. They ain't any good.
They've been good.
There are teams in Who have they beat? Let's go back and look who they beat.
Dallas.
Dallas ain't any good on defense.
Oh, look at you.
I mean, pull up their schedule. Let's see who the Eagles, as we go way off the OU train, because I'm pissed at the Eagles, and who are 4-1. But they beat that
Chiefs, Rams,
20-17. Do we think?
Who have they beat this year?
And
they beat the Cowboys, the Chiefs, the Rams, and the Buccaneers.
Okay, so
2 teams that are leading their conferences.
Okay, I agree. Now the Buccaneers
and one team that starts shitty every year.
And I think the Buccaneers just decided to set on their hands their defense and give up 31 points right off the bat. Baker had a play towards the end of the game, didn't make it, got a bad call, could have very easily won that game. And then the Broncos, who lost to the Colts the week before, go out and beat the Eagles.
But we don't know who the Colts really are.
No, we don't. We don't really.
All right, back to.
Sorry,
you got anything
Eagles
else?
piss
you got
me
anything
off.
else for the OU Texas game?
Yeah, do you want to do our pick now? Or do you want to wait till we do all
Oh,
the
we
picks?
just did the picks at the end.
College picks all at the end?
Yeah, we'll just do the college picks.
Okay. All right.
Other interesting game for which I don't understand why this is on the SEC network is Carolina versus LSU.
Well, SEC needs something on there to keep it going, and South Carolina's been a big disappointment this year.
I'm aware of that. I'm aware of Any Given Beamer, the TV show.
You know, I don't think.
But what about LSU going into Ole Miss and just laying an egg?
Well, and that's another thing is I think that it feels like LSU's on a downward trend after just one game. You know, everyone's like got off the wagon with them. But I do want to talk about schedule, and you know, OU's got one of the tougher schedules. So does South Carolina. Their next 5 games at LSU, Oklahoma goes to them, Alabama comes to them. They go to Ole Miss. They go to A&M.
Wow.
You know,
is that a Coastal Carolina and Clemson to finish?
Yeah, so they got 2 wins to finish. But how they do in there makes it such a big difference.
That's right, Dabo.
No, but I think one of the more interesting games, and that's on our pick. Well, but it's not on our picks. Is Alabama and Missouri. Everybody's talked about, you know, Missouri's quietly having another good year. Missouri had a quiet good year last year. OU very easily could have beat them. They annoy the piss out of me. I don't know why.
Missouri's
they're going to be on our. They're going to
us.
be our new rival for 3 or 4 years. I think it's 4 years now on the SEC.
Is that what it is?
It's Missouri. Yeah, we talked about this. Missouri,
I thought
Mississippi,
those were
Texas.
permanent rivals.
Well, for 3 or 4 years, it'll rotate out later. I mean, it's not permanent forever.
Oh, I thought it was.
No,
I thought they were saying these are your permanent.
For 3 or 4 years. I think it's 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 4 years. So
that's kind of weird.
no, you have to because that's how you can schedule 4 years out. You know, that's how.
No, but I was just saying, you're like, hey, these are your permanent rivals, no matter what. Like you're always going to play Texas. You're always going to play Missouri.
Oh no!
You're always going to play Ole Miss.
No, I think that you were always going to play Texas, but I think as you go, you know, you're going to have other SEC teams. That could change. This is just talking about because they're going to do it. They're going to do this 9-game conference. See, we're moving to 9 games.
Yeah, no, we're doing 9 games.
So it's what they call a 3-6 model or whatever.
Hey, we have to lose. We have to lose one of the easy.
Correct. No FS.
FCS.
2 FCS. Yeah, whatever it is.
Like you have to have at least one Power 4.
Yeah, but it's the next 4 seasons. Sorry, so that makes it
Okay. So that's staying in for 4 seasons.
Yeah. So, but no, I thought I think the Alabama Missouri game is interesting. I like.
It's at Missouri.
Yeah, I do. It's early. It's an early Missouri game. You know,
what are they thinking with the big noon?
Is Alabama going to come ready to play? Temperature
Here's the game that they're up against: Ohio State, Illinois.
Also, I'm not even going to talk about that because I think that listen. I'm not a betting man, but I would probably take. Oh, I am a betting man.
You are a betting man.
I would take Ohio State in
you
that.
have a gambling addiction.
No, I would take Ohio State big in that, even though it's in Illinois because
I've got them 14.5.
Which sounds big, but I really see the fourth quarter turning into a little bit of a nightmare for Illinois. You know, Illinois had a bad loss.
Who did they lose to?
Indiana.
And
then they had
Indiana stomped.
And then they had a really good win with USC. Was that last? No, they're off a bye week, aren't they?
They might be.
They might be off a bye week. Hold on, let me look at say.
Yeah, I think they are because they had USC the week before.
Because USC.
We're all discombobulated because we did what is that, a Sunday show? That we had no intention.
Oh, I'm sorry. They played Purdue last week. Never mind. I forgot about that one. USC was the week before, and they beat Purdue easy.
Okay.
So, no, they're still going to get their ass kicked.
Ohio
Ohio State wins big. But I like Alabama, Missouri, and I like the over on this because I think it's going to be – yes, I like this. Yeah. And I think Alabama – the Ty Simpson kid, right now, if I'm picking a Heisman, he's mine. I'm just – or Mendoza from Indiana.
You've changed your Heisman a lot. I think you had Diego Pavia last week.
Yeah, but he already lost this
week.
You can't go out and do what you did. That you're done.
Watching the Ty Simpson interview after the game, spit the fucking gum out, dickhead, and stop talking like this.
Is that what he said? I didn't watch it.
Him.
Yeah, him. I thought that's what he said. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm like, spit the gum out and then stop talking with your head moving.
No, I think he's just a good.
You talking about a Muppet?
I think it's his first year. I think he's a good quarterback, and he's getting better every week. I think if Alabama and Florida State I think if Alabama and Florida State played now, I think it'd be a much different game.
Oh, absolutely. Florida State's on a heater. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, the wrong way. They're already 0-2 in the ACC. You start off with a loss at Virginia to an ex-OU quarterback, and then you go in and you prove that Miami's not that strong. You lose. You don't lose horribly, but you still lose to Miami. What are they going to say? What would happen now if it's middle of the season, Florida State, Alabama?
Oh, totally. Take the same score, swap it. I think it'd be a pretty big butt kicking the other way. I wouldn't say that. Alabama look just funny, but I think Ty Simpson right now is your Heisman frontrunner.
Oh, sure, let's go.
And Mendoza, I think I like him from Indiana. Now we'll talk about we've got Indiana and Oregon on our picks. He could make a huge statement.
Because right now I think Deontay Moore is
Dante Moore, not
I thought it was Deontay.
Just Dante.
Well, how come he's got that stupid little fucking?
You said Deontay.
Yeah,
it's
he's
just
got that
Dante.
stupid thing.
It's just Dante.
Yeah,
maybe at the end.
There we are. That's what I wanted.
5 to 20.
What? I'm just going here. This is where I look at them all.
Oh, is this the beginning of the years? Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Dante,
I guess it is just Dante.
Yeah, Dante Moore, Carson Beck, Ty Simpson, Jeremiah Smith, Fernando Mendoza. So I like the Mendoza kid, obviously. Dante Moore, here's the deal. You want to move on to that game? I think that Dante Moore's going to have a really good chance because I don't think Oregon loses this year.
Well, John Mateer moved back up after the hand surgery.
I think that he
was dropped way down.
Because let's look at that game real quick. Let's review.
Let's look
at Indiana, Oregon. Game day's coming there since Texas blew it for us. But Indiana's going to Oregon. Going to be at 2:30 game. Yeah, 2:30 games. So that's going to compete with Texas OU, which is disappointing that those two games are going to be going on. But I understand. Both teams 5-0. Both teams 2-0 in the Big Ten. Francisco Mendoza and Dante Moore. You talk about him being such a favorite. Their statistics are almost identical when you talk about Dante Moore.
Mendoza's at a plus 1,400.
Okay, but I'm just saying he's the first, and
Dante's at a plus.
Yeah, and you look at Mendoza and you look at Dante Moore's numbers, and they're almost identical.
Well, hold on, we're about to scroll down and look at them. 1,208 and a 1,210 for Moore. 14 touchdowns, 1 interception. Mendoza 16 touchdowns, 1 interception. Your run game seems a bit lopsided. It looks like Indiana's got a better runner in Himby at 351, and Hill Jr.'s got 270. And your wide receiver, your Sarrett, is 412 yards, whereas Oregon's leading wide receiver is 296. Yeah, that's a kid they're going to have to stop right there, Sarrett.
Well, I mean, look at the schedule difference, though, and I think that's you're going to tell you a little something. You pull up Oregon's schedule and you pull up Indiana's schedule. I mean, Indiana's had okay wins. Iowa, Illinois, Indiana State.
Iowa being their toughest win.
Kennesaw State, Old Dominion. I mean,
Old Dominion.
Old Dominion. You look at Oregon, they beat Oregon State. And they didn't beat anybody either, but they beat Penn State. Now,
well, they did have to beat Oklahoma State.
But Penn State, it took them 2 overtimes. And then you turn around and you look at
Middle Tennessee State.
No, and then you look at Penn State later.
And
last week,
Penn State just fell apart after that.
And get beat. Penn State get beat the way they do, especially at the end. And it's like, well, is Oregon that good? Yeah, Oregon's that good because Oregon's fast. You're going to see them play fast. Now, it's going to be a good matchup. Hey, Indiana, if you want to show the world that you're legit, you made the playoff last year. It's more than Oklahoma did. You beat them this year, and people are going to put you right there. I just don't think it's possible. But I think Indiana's a really good football team. I think Cignetti's a great coach.
And Oregon's got a pretty easy stretch out of after Indiana.
That's why I say they're undefeated.
Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, USC, and Washington.
Yeah, I don't think they lose another game.
Well, and you remember, I've only had them down for 1 loss on the season anyways.
Penn State was my loss. And then I had Penn State losing to Ohio State, and I had Ohio State losing to Texas.
Yeah, well, we had all the weird.
Yeah,
I believe we
bid high on Texas.
Well, I believe I put down Ohio State's loss at Illinois.
Yeah, you had a random.
Because it was a random loss, because they do that. Yeah. So Indiana's schedule after Oregon, you got Michigan State, UCLA, Maryland, Penn State, Wisconsin, and then Purdue.
At Penn State will be their toughest game left. Otherwise, they go undefeated. After that,
you think even the UCLA?
No. Great win for UCLA.
They're not back?
No, but I think that's a great win. But no, I think that's fun. So
That's right. Dick need Lions.
well, let's go ahead and pick that game, Sean. What do you got? Indiana, Oregon. Give me a score.
Ooh,
What's the over/under on that, by the way?
54.5.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd almost go under on that.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go with a.
Oh,
did
I say? I meant over.
Yeah.
Go over.
I'm gonna go with a 48. 48-35.
Okay.
Oregon. I really want Indiana, but I'm gonna take Oregon in that.
I'm close. I've got 42-37. Weird score on 37. Indiana scores late to make it look closer, but it really wasn't that
Right.
close.
Are you going to do the Texas OU then? Since we
No,
missed
we'll,
that
we'll skip to.
Malou.
Let's talk about Georgia Auburn. That was our other third game to pick for college.
To Malou.
The reason I think this is an interesting game, it's a night game. It's Jordan Hare.
Jordan Hare.
Auburn, like I said, Auburn's defense, I've talked about this before. I think Auburn's defense is the best defense that Oklahoma's going to play this year. So far, from what I've seen, I'm not saying another defense couldn't be better later down the road if Alabama's defense improves, but I think Auburn's defense, especially the front seven, is really good. Really good. So we got a night game, like I said, at Auburn.
I don't know where it is.
It's a night game.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Auburn's 0-2 in the SEC. Spread's only 3.5. Georgia looks like a much better team than Auburn. That spread goes down. The total's 46. So you know it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think this has a potential huge upset for Georgia here.
This has a 21-17.
Oh, looks like a Vern Lundquist. You're missing his voice from those daytime games at 2:30.
Oh, yeah. This is a 21-17 Georgia.
All right.
I just think Georgia against Alabama lost at times, and I'm like, is Gunner the future?
No, I think it wasn't that. I think their defense is looking bobbly too. I've got Georgia winning too, really close, 27-17. I'm really close with you on that one. So we got that pick right there. So all right, let's do Texas. Let's talk about Texas OU. So what I've talked about before, I said the running game.
35-17 Oklahoma.
So you're just throwing it out there.
Throwing it out there.
All right.
Just caution to the wind.
35-17. I think Texas wins this for some weird reason.
Oh, everybody's on that train.
I don't, and they shouldn't.
Everybody's on that train.
They shouldn't. OU's a better defense.
Everybody's
OU's better
on
at
that
everything.
train.
It's just I've got this weird, just gut-wrenching feeling
And
that
I'm hoping that
this fucking
I'm hoping
game
that it's just ingestion or your alcoholic bowels.
27-24, Texas wins. Late field goal. They are tied, and they kick a field goal late to win. I worry about big plays in secondary, and I don't know why. And I worry about us getting in third and long a lot.
And not being able
and the
to
defense just keeping Mateer boxed up. Canick needs to have a big game. The wide receivers need to play. Keontae Lewis, again, I think one of the best wide receivers we have out. Javonte Gibson, the transfer, he needs to step up. Canick needs to play. And we need that run game.
What's that wide receiver's name?
Blaylock.
Stingeon?
Kearney? Or, Statinga. Isaiah Statinga. I think he's the Arkansas kid. So, all right, unfortunately, that's my pick. I'll be the boo bird on that.
That's
all right,
fine.
let's move on to the NFL real quick.
Oh, you don't want to talk about this Michigan USC to see after the shocking loss
It's going to be
for
the
USC to Illinois?
I will be watching this game. We didn't put this on our picks because I don't think it's that close. But it will probably be the most watched game I watch that night. Georgia Auburn will be a little boring for me because it's primetime USC. They get a home game. It's at home. Michigan comes to them. Michigan's ranked. It needs to show if OU does pull the win out that day and Michigan can roll up USC and make that look ugly, you're talking we're not going to move much more than 5, but you're talking our points get closer as far as getting to that better team.
Also, another interesting game is Florida coming off the upset of Texas.
A&M by 30.
And going into A&M, who had a very close game with Mississippi State.
Early. Yeah, they kind of got it. They
Very at the end, but that's I'm just saying that's just the other.
Isn't that such a mental looking game for Florida though?
It is.
They just lay
Can Florida continue on their upset roll, or was it just a one and done?
God, I just feel like it's a one and done. But A&M is one of those people that are starting to get talked about being up there in the bit. Oklahoma's the same way. How do they handle that? How do they handle that pressure of being
I had them up there? Anyways.
But no, I'm just talking about nationally. They're being talked about again. They wasn't up there at the beginning.
No.
But they're being talked about now. So I see Hurts isn't throwing his way back into the lead.
Not with
Can we pull up a little statistics real quick?
Oh, I had to back out of it.
Pull up a little box score statistics. I'd like to see.
It's all right here. It's right there. He's thrown for 214 yards, a touchdown, interception off 24-33. Jackson Dart's done son of a bitch in commercials. Jackson Dart's 17 of 25 for one touchdown, 195 yards. Scadaboo's almost got 100 yards with 3 touchdowns. Saquon, 58
yards though.
58, no touchdown. Dallas Goedert has been the go-to at 110 yards with a touchdown, and Wan'Dale Robinson, 84 yards, 6 receptions, 1 touchdown. So this is literally just the ground game right here. It's a Cam Scadaboo show.
What a pickup. Emeka and Scadaboo. Yeah, Emeka and Scadaboo's going to be rookies of the year on offense.
Right, and because beginning of the season, Kenny and I had Travis Hunter as offense and defense.
I didn't have him as offense. I had him more of defense.
We talked about it. We both.
I think he's going to play, but not offensive rookie. I didn't think he's going to win both.
But now I couldn't really tell you who. I mean, Scadaboo's doing really well.
It's Emeka and Scadaboo. That's it.
Ikambuka. There's one other kid who's doing really well as a rookie.
It's just
Junkins.
It's just them two.
But on defense, it's the D lineman from the Rams.
Yeah, he's good, and I can't think of his name.
I can't either. I just know that he was a great pickup, and out of nowhere.
The guy that fell.
The guy that fell.
No, he fell in the draft.
Oh, right.
They picked him up. God, who is that? Okay, I'm looking it up now because now it's just got me just a wondering.
It's not under. Oh, I think you missed it, didn't you?
Mm-mm. No, he's not even on here because his site's stupid as
Hold on.
fuck. No, they've got Abdul Carter and
I know Abdul Carter.
John Campbell. Yeah.
Oh, they don't have any. Let me go see if I can find.
Shamar Stewart, which he signed, which is nice. It took him forever. Anyway, so last week, as far as we're talking about NFL, as we move on, as we segue into the NFL schedule, what was your biggest surprise? The Lions, I think, really took a step. We all were
watching the Ravens just crumble.
You made a kid in there.
Oh, Ashton Genty, he's also up there, and Tyler Warren.
Yes, Tyler Warren has had a good year. Yes, that is correct. That is correct.
And then Tetratodio McMillan.
Yeah, so Abdul, okay.
See, I forgot is it Michael Williams? Wasn't that the kid?
No, I don't think so.
Jalen Walker.
So Lions lose or beat the Bengals last week. So this week, as far as matchups, they're playing the Chiefs at Chiefs Sunday night game, which is going to be.
That was a game they opened last season.
Yeah, so Lions will go at Chiefs. Buccaneers come to them. Vikings come to them. They go to the Commanders. Eagles, Giants now. Packers, Cowboys can score at Rams. Steelers, Vikings, Bears.
Wow, the Lions. Lions
that's a tough-ass
just
schedule.
got really hard.
That is a tough-ass schedule.
Where that came from.
But everyone kind of gave up on them. Who was the big loss that they had? Oh, the Packers. When the Packers killed them.
Right.
And everyone's like, oh shit. And they did look bad.
That was opening game.
Did look bad in that game. And then they squeaked by the Ravens and everyone's like, oh, they're okay. And then you're thinking, oh shit, look at the Ravens. They're horrible. They're 1-4. I don't know I don't know what the Ravens' problem is. Obviously, injuries. You know, you've got Kobe Dean. He's out. He might be back this week. You've also got. I think we were talking about last year's rookie that we're confused on, by the way, about the Rams, because I think it was the kid from Montez. What was that kid from?
Montez Queef.
No. But no, that schedule gets set. Let's pull up the NFL. We'll recap them real quick, then we'll get out of here.
Yeah, that's right here. Well, you want to recap, or you just...
No, not recap. Just look forward to.
What we're looking forward to right now is a Giants win over the Eagles to go 2-4. What?
Jackson Dart is the shit. Let me tell you.
Little Cam Scatterboo action, though.
Well, I think those two rookies, and you got to. I just joking before we started the pod about how shitty that the GM had been for them in his drafting. But you look at the trade up was good. He didn't give up a whole lot to get Dart. Gets back into the first at the end of the first round, or was it the beginning of the second? Either way, and I think that was a great pickup. But this week's football,
kind of boring.
No, it's not boring.
There's a lot of boring.
No, it's games that you kind of wonder who's going to win.
Okay,
for example,
Broncos Jets.
Yeah, Broncos Jets.
London.
Broncos should win, hands down. Okay, will they? What's the NFL script? I begin to think it's all set up.
You really do. Every time it's a fucking text.
And then Cardinals and Colts, and it's thinking, okay, the Colts are 4-1.
And the
Cardinals are reeling.
Win.
They're reeling, and you watch the Cardinals. They'll go in Indianapolis and win by 20.
And then
it's
hold
just
on,
fucked up,
you've got Tennessee coming off a win, going to play the Raiders. Same score. 1-4.
No, and I think the Raiders finally get a win there in a weird way.
Gino?
I wouldn't touch it.
You get Brown Steelers, where the Browns have one of the best defenses in the league.
Yeah, I think the Steelers win that one.
Oh,
but you got Dylan Gabriel again playing.
Chargers Dolphins.
Chargers win. They have to win that one.
Patriots Saints.
Patriots win.
Cowboys Panthers.
Cowboys roll. Stop not betting on the Cowboys against bad teams.
Seahawks Jags.
They rolled last week. They'll roll this week. Seahawks bounce back too. Jaguars are a fraud.
Rams Ravens.
That's a toughie because you really think that the Ravens are kind of going to do something.
I
don't think Lamar's
Lamar
back. It's undecided.
Okay.
It's still undecided. So
I keep waiting on that.
Kind of, yeah. And then
Bengals Packers.
Joe Flacco throws 6 touchdowns. All to Jamar Chase.
Niners
even
Bucks.
though I don't have him on my deal. No, Packers roll.
Hold on, Niners Bucks.
It looks like a Niners win all over because the Bucks are now favored. They're at home, and everyone's like, oh, yeah, they're going to win. Baker Mayfield, I don't give a shit what anybody says, and it's not my OU bias. He is the MVP right now in the NFL.
Yeah.
There's no
he's
doubt.
Done very well. Him and Sam Darnold neck and neck.
And yeah, but he beat Sam Darnold's team last week on and he
But
came back.
I'm saying, yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, my God, he's all 4 wins.
What I'm saying is both of those, at least comeback player of the year.
All 4 wins. No, Mayfield can't be. He was good last year, but all 4 wins have been at the end or 4 of the 5, and it's like, that's what good teams win. That's what good teams do. They win the close games. Bad teams lose them. You just watch. And that's what it takes to win playoff games. You don't get down. You don't get worried. You don't get scatterbrained.
Do we have any undefeated teams left in the league?
No, it's already done. It's already it.
Bills and Eagles were like
all
the
the
last
Dolphins drank their champagne last week.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
Lions Chiefs. That's the Sunday night game. That's going to be.
Hey, go back up to the Broncos, Sean. I thought the Cowboys. Who does the Broncos?
The Broncos are playing the Jets.
Jets. Okay, sorry.
Broncos are playing Jets.
Is it Packers? Did I just look at the whole damn wrong week?
I think you did because I was trying to think about that because I think
I had like
Who did you have? You had
Cowboys, Broncos, Packers,
I think
Steelers.
that's next week.
Okay. Probably because we were week
you brought it up to me and I was like, I don't understand what he's saying.
I got you. Okay, so we talked about we'll do 49ers Bucks. We'll do Lions Chiefs, and we'll do Bears Commanders.
Why we got to do Bears Commanders? The Commanders are going to slaughter us.
Well, I don't think it's.
Oh, that they're
slaughter.
slaughtering us.
A slaughter. All right, let's start with the Buccaneers 49ers. Sean.
That's it. You know what? I love this. It's going to be a 20-19 game, 49ers.
20-19. Okay. I'm going to go kind of close like that, too. I'm going to go 31-27.
Oh, that's too much.
Bucks win.
You're putting too much on there. That's too many points for both teams.
Oh, they score all of it in the fourth.
Too many.
Just let you know
That's too many points for both offenses.
Score them all in the fourth.
Hold on. What's the over-under on that?
I've got
47 and a half. Yeah.
I've got him at 58.
Taking the under.
So, yeah, you definitely have him at the under. All right, let's go Bears Commanders.
Commanders 30-38. Bears 14.
He's such a hater on his own freaking team.
It's the
own
quarterback.
ticket.
Fuck you, Caleb Williams.
Commanders 31. Bears keep it close. Late score 27, 31-17. But I think the spread's what? I bet it's less than.
It's right there.
Okay, 4.5.
Washington.
Okay, so that's a push, is what I have it. I was guessing it would have been about 6.
I hope the Bears lose.
All right, big game. I think biggest one is
Bills Falcons.
No, Lions and Chiefs. I think is the big one. Only because the Chiefs need a win. And I think the Lions are kind of rolling right now. And people, like I said, first game, Packers steamroll and make them look ugly. Now the Lions have started to move up that chain of the best team.
The best. 38-20 Lions.
38-20, and that's at the Chiefs. I think Chiefs win the upset. I think it's
a nice night too.
I think it. Well, no, I just think it's
78-degree night.
I think it's very. Yeah, but I think it's very close. 31-28.
No.
I think 31-28. Chiefs win that at the end. Yeah, for sure.
Well, you got high hopes on that trash team.
Well, I think
all because they killed the Ravens.
No, I think
is this like Notre Dame?
No.
Oh my God, you beat Notre Dame. No. You're one of the best fucking schools around. We should move you higher.
I knew that they were bad. The Chiefs at the beginning of the year. I said
I hate that.
You look at our pod in the history. We have talked about the Chiefs' demise eventually. But there's still a little hope.
I hate when I'm reading articles and listening to commentators, and all they're doing are still riding this team's jock, and you can tell this team is on a downswing.
We've said that.
This team is on a downswing.
We've said that.
Oh no, blah blah blah. And then it's like because like I said, if you beat
Jaguars
beat Notre Dame, all of a sudden you're gods in college football right now, because Notre Dame is still the only 2-loss school still ranked for some reason.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And you lost to South Florida.
And they only lost their two hardest games. See, that's the problem, is they're going to win out probably.
Don't they have Miami left?
No, they lost to Miami.
Oh, they lost.
Yes.
No, they lost to South Florida. I thought they lost to A&M.
They have two Oh, they do. Do they play Miami?
I thought they played Miami.
You might be right. Why are you talking about South Florida? You keep saying that. We talked about this. It's Miami and A&M.
Oh, I did.
We talked about this. I don't know.
South Florida beat Boise the first week.
Yes, we talked about this.
Why do you let me do
Deja vu.
Why do you keep letting me do that?
Well, I keep thinking, why is he saying that? He's so convinced they played South
Florida. I am. It was another timeline. It was the multiverse.
All right, there's our picks, folks. Hey, thanks for joining us. Obviously, Giants are going to win tonight. Tulane.
Oh, they've already won.
Yeah, 34.
Hold on, let me go find the college.
34-17. I know Tulane won. They won 26-19.
Yeah, you've been checking your phone every 15 seconds.
I'm a big Tulane fan. I think.
You guys are huge. Big,
well, I think the coach is the coach is potentially in line for OSU. There's a lot of talk about him.
But
John Summerall.
Do you want to take that job?
If I'm him, no. But it all depends on the money, man. I mean, because you know what? You're going to have to. You go into a college interview now. It's like, hey, show me the money. It's kind of like that, Tom Cruise type deal. Show me the money.
You can just say Jackie Chan or whatever that was. What was that movie called? Mortimer's Conundrum.
I have no idea. I just said, show me the money.
Yeah, he's the agent.
Oh.
It's Louis Gossett Jr. and he's the agent.
Agent for what?
He's a football agent.
Oh. Sean's going old school there. All right, thanks for
No, I just said Louis Gossett Jr. I mean, it was still...
Officer and a Gentleman's my fave.
No, it was still, what's his name? Sam Kinison. What is the guy's name you just said?
Louis Gossett Jr.?
No, the actor. Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
It was Tom Cruise and Jerry Maguire.
Yes, that's what I said.
You didn't say Jerry Maguire at all.
Oh, that was the movie. Yeah,
that was the movie.
Yeah. Show me the money. Tom Cruise. Yeah, he was a sports agent.
Got a barn burner with Southern Miss and Georgia Southern at 38-28.
Oh, Clay Helton, what are you doing? Okay. You're not getting that USC job back. All right, thanks for joining us. We're going to get out of here.
Yeah.
Thanks. We'll see you next week, and we'll recap, obviously, the big weekend news. Going to be fun. Going to be great. We'll be live, not in a show, but live in person at OSU. Yeah. So, see ya.
All right, bye. Bye.